kindly. So I won't give her that privilege to ask me to leave. But, this is my penultimate Federation conference. I was just indicating yesterday that, if God continues to bless me, then certainly next year will be the last one. And it has always been a pleasure coming to the Federation conference. As it relates to my current assignment at IPROB, I must say that, first, I inherited a wonderful staff, believe me. And I'm looking for additional persons, so let me put out the tender here right now. Persons who are interested to join. No, Nashima, not you. One good people. That was a low blow, Nashima. You see, every day Nashima send a long list, go and give me, Commissioner want this by tomorrow. Yesterday, Commissioner want this, one by, for clearance. So we have that kind of relationship. Well, colleagues, as chairman indicated, when persons hear that I probe, no, it's a kind of shady tree. There's no shady tree in the JCF, absolutely none. It's just a different approach to work. Because, when shootings happen, wherever it happens in Jamaica, we have to find a team to work with Indicom. Whenever you have jailbreak, whenever you have any incidents of misconduct, no, we have ISO 9001. We have to have a formidable, well-trained team of auditors who, before the stations are actually placed on the ISO 9001 audit list, they have to go there, they have to do the pre-audits, they have to do verification audit. We work with the Police Civilian Oversight Authority. Many of you here from geographic divisions see them from time to time, PCOA conducting audits at the station. And we have those audits coming on. So we do a lot of audit work. In addition to that, we have the ethics committee, where quite a number of persons, even since I've been here, so many persons have been approaching me. We have these matters, polygraph matters. We told that when our names were sent up for promotion, we are informed that there are some concerns and you must get in touch with IPROB, or IPROB will get in touch with you. And colleagues, sometimes it's some basic things, a lot of basic things. But for some reason or the other, the system has left some of our members behind. You will be amazed. You'll be amazed sometimes to see the things that are holding back people's promotion. I remember Detective Sergeant, we did his ethics hearing earlier on this year. And he passed his exam twice, was recommended, and he was told, no, there are concerns. And when you look at the file and see what the concern was, and it was holding him back, it was standing between him and inspector for almost 5. It is something that was dealt with in less than 10 minutes. And it was standing there. So, but sometimes if the system doesn't engage itself, then that is what a lot of our colleagues get left behind. So it's important when you are asked to give a statement. So many persons, when their names come up for vetting, only thing that stands, oh, he was involved in an incident. He was part of a team that was involved in a fatal shooting, and he has an outstanding statement. And just like that, that outstanding statement is standing between that individual and promotion. So I would encourage all of us here as supervisors and leaders, when we have our members who are engaged in these kind of incidents, just ask them to support the investigations, support the policy positions. And it can go a far way in ensuring their elevation in their career. So, just support these things. And as we go forward, we are far down the road in terms of digitizing our files, quite a number of persons still have some outstanding statements. We are sending out some letters asking you to be compliant because we won't be clearing you. So when you get those letters, please, I'm going to ask you, just respond to your statement so that we can bring our system up to date. And then you can get your promotion when that time comes around. Chairman, yesterday was a wonderful day, and I have no doubt today will be a wonderful day also. So I just want to wish the conference all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Clifford Blake. The National Health Fund has sent a little message that they were able to process over 100 NHF cards, and they're asking persons, you know, some were actively working, persons who have not collected your cards, when you get a little break from this conference, just hop on over to the booth and speak with the rep at the National Health Fund, all right? Wow, thank you so much. Put your hands together again for our Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Clifford Blake. And conference, I want to quickly, before I call the next person to speak briefly, to speak about a surprise gift to the Police Federation. A year ago, we were told, I think it's Reverend Carr, our station pastor, our in-house pastor, told us that we have a chaplain assigned to us. The Central Committee and staff at the Police Federation, we were, of course, quite curious. One morning, we saw a lady, dark, white teeth, gray hair, low-cut hair, smiling away and the eyes going left, right in circles, up, down, rubbing backs, looking up and down, asking if you're all right. And we were like, who is this gift? And you know, we said to ourselves, all right, she's going to come for the first day, and probably the next month, and probably the 6th month. And colleagues, let me tell you something. We are blessed with an assistant chaplain in charge of non-Geo 3. And Deputy Commissioner, I don't want you to feel jealous over iProbe side. We have to talk about the chaplain because sharing is caring. And chaplain in no other form than Dione Duncan. I want you to stand, ma'am, let them see you. Conference, you see the same thing? Deputy Commissioner is reminding me that she's based at iProbe. Let me tell you, it's 21 formation under the cap she wears, and she wears it well. And I'm telling you, we had a wonderful church service, and it was well attended, well supported, but this assistant chaplain is not just an assistant chaplain, but she is just connecting with persons in such a way that your comfort level improves every time when you're around her. She prays for us, she grows with us, she mourns with us, her support system is present. And I think, ma'am, you have attended so many wakes. While we mourn the passing of our colleagues, she don't miss wake. She just don't miss anything. And she don't miss conference. So, ma'am, welcome. We appreciate you. Thank you for your service. And Reverend Carr, we thank you, sir, so much. Today, we want to recognize. Look for the plaque for Reverend Carr. Reverend Carr, you can just step out here for me, please. You see it? I don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know, but I have to speak about Reverend Carr. So, Reverend Carr came to the Federation at such a time. I wanted to face conference, Reverend Carr, and look at the love in the room, because you're used to this big forehead very much. So, Reverend Carr came to the Federation at a time when we needed that spiritual balance and presence of a person who can sit with us, not only a justice of the peace, but he has been with us as our, we call them voluntary pastor, we call him our station pastor, our preacher, our source, our rock when it comes on to encouragement. Reverend Carr has been serving with us for very, very, very long as I can remember. Mr. Duncan, over 5 years or more? 15 years. Put your hands together for commitment and an unwavering spirit for service and spiritual growth in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And this is one of our spiritual leaders who ensure that every police in lockup in Kingston, those who have committed or has an allegation against them, he goes there and pray with them. If anything and they need medication, he take up the phone and call me. He's on the ball when it comes on to welfare. And, sir, you celebrate your birthday when? This Friday will be his birthday. He's not going to be around us, but we have a little gift for Reverend Carr. We want to recognize you in a special way. We want to do a photo. Is the photo person here from CC? Yes. And we want to see it on your social media page too. You know, we want to big up our in-house pastor. We want to big up our in-house chaplain as well. So I'm going to ask members of the Central Committee just to step down to the front there as we hand the plaque to Reverend Carr and show appreciation to you, sir. Thank you for your service. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for praying with us, keeping morning devotions. A lot of members who visit the office look forward to that. So we love and appreciate you, Reverend Carr, and today we just want to acknowledge you at this 82nd Joint Central Conferences. I'm coming down. Don't take the picture yet. Work. Hello? I mean, you don't say hello on mic, it's my check, my God. All right, so this Friday, all members are here. This Friday, Reverend Carr will be celebrating his 60th birthday. And we just want to not only wish you happy birthday, but this little award, in a big way, is in recognition of your dedicated service to the Jamaica Police Federation and the men and women of the JCF. And your outstanding and invaluable contribution will be etched in our hearts and minds for a lifetime. Of course, we normally do the pre-birthday song. Jada is not here, so all of us have to be Jada today to sing happy birthday quickly to Reverend Carr. 1, 2, 3. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reverend Carr. Happy Thank you so much. On behalf of the team at the Police Federation, we love and appreciate you. God bless you. There's another. All right, thank you so much. Conference, it is important for our next presenter to speak with you. And why I push for this person to speak with you, he was unavoidably absent yesterday, and it's our rep from Sagicor Life. I spoke about the medical emergency fund and, explained that since 2015, we have been getting all these monies from the government through negotiation, and we use that money for the first to assist members, 2 members who had emergency brain surgery. But what was profound is that one had Medigap. Now, when you have that Medigap health insurance, colleagues, it reduces your medical bills significantly. Are you listening? Okay, when you're through talking, let me know. Are you through? Can I go ahead? I have not gotten the permission. I will wait you to give me the permission. Thank you so much. Whenever you hear about getting your Medigap cards, colleagues, last year, the former Central Committee, they initiated a rep in-house at the Police Federation for the Medigap transition. Some persons tapped into it, some persons cuss about it, some persons, they realize that it's important. So to speak with us today for, you said 10 minutes or less, Sir Lewis. Mr. Lewis from Sagicor Life, please put your hands together and make him welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing this morning? Okay. All right. All right. So, your job as members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is very important to our nation, right? Your motto is to serve, protect, and reassure, which I must tell you that you have been doing a stellar job of serving, protecting, and reassuring. Where I think you have fallen down somewhat is that whilst you go above and beyond to serve, protect, and to reassure the citizens of Jamaica, I don't think you do such a good job of serving yourselves, protecting yourselves, and reassuring yourselves. And you don't have to believe it, but the statistics shows that you don't, right? So this morning I just want to have a brief conversation. And not because you hear about, the rep from Sagicor Life. I'm not here to sell you anything. But ultimately, as a company that provides life insurance services, we sell. So that's a given. So I don't have to come up here to sell anything. What I want to do is to have a conversation with you, though, about how you show up for yourself, how you show up for your families and your loved ones. Because at the end of the day, there's only 2 sources of income. You at work and your money at work. Unless you want to depend on charity. And I'm pretty sure that based on what I know of the JCF, having served for 17 years, I know that we're a proud set of individuals who really don't depend on handout and charity. So, Our insurance products, as the chairman would have said just now, she has 2 members who have to do surgeries, and one has Medicare Plus, one doesn't. Assuming that the expense for these 2 surgeries is, let's say, $10 million. The one with Medicare Plus automatically enjoys an 80% deductible. The one without will have to find ways and means to fund that $10 million. Just think about that. And again, can a member from the floor tell me what's the cost per month for Medicare Plus? Sergeant Julie Blair? $2,960. Just think about that. So there should be absolutely no reason why no member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force should not be enrolled with Medicare Plus program. Absolutely none. To take it a little further, recently the government announced that they are suspending critical illness services within the public health sector. So if you are diagnosed with a critical illness, a heart attack, stroke, cancer, you will have to find the money up front to treat yourself. And treatment for these illnesses are very, very, very expensive. Very expensive. It seems that every time I come onto this platform, I have to deal with emotions. I recently, as recent as Monday, was advised that a family member was diagnosed with breast cancer. And just the initial expenses, we're not even into treatment. It's just the investigative procedures are quite expensive. So I would implore you all to sit down, have a conversation with yourselves to see how is it that you are showing up for you, how is it that you're serving you, how is it that you're protecting you and your loved ones, and how is it you're reassuring them and yourselves. Because we are so busy serving the people of Jamaica that I shared with another forum of policemen and women some time ago that when I was serving, I was really of the belief that when I left the organization, it could not function. I've left 16 years plus, going on 17, and it is much stronger, much better than it was. So you have to show up for you. You have to look out for you and your family and those who depend on you. You have to seek about not just your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your financial wellness. It's all a part of the package. So take care of yourselves, take care of your families. We are available to have conversations. Thank you. We are available to have conversations with our partnership, Sagicor and the Jamaica Police Force. We will be embarking on an island-wide awareness program. We'll be going into the divisions, the non-geographical divisions as well, to have conversations. So if you can't meet us where we are, we'll come and meet you where you are, to have the conversations, to engage you. And sometimes, I was telling a member this morning outside, sometimes having a conversations with a life insurance rep is not about buying anything. It's about having the information at hand to help you to make informed decisions. I would have seen examples where members have died and we can't pay out a benefit because the person who is the beneficiary had predeceased them. We have seen where members have died and the divorced wife is the beneficiary and collects the money and is gone. So simple things as you have bought a policy, you had a beneficiary, but the person who is your beneficiary, the person who is listed as a trustee for your children, you don't necessarily have that kind of confidence in that person anymore. So it is really looking at your portfolio, ensuring that the information that is there is the information that you want to be there. Because the thing is, based on how an insurance contract is designed, whosoever is the beneficiary is who we are bounded by law to pay to. We cannot have discretion. We cannot speak about, oh, they're not together anymore and we know this, or there's an outside child, and we cannot. If you go out in the street, get drunk, see someone on the street and decide that that's the person that we have to pay. So it is important that you annually check your information to see that it is relevant and up to date. Very important. Right? So as I said, having a conversation with a rep is not about buying anything. It's about being informed. It's about showing up for yourself, showing up for your family, serving you, protecting you, and reassuring you. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to bore you. I know you have the business of the Federation to take care of, and it's going to be a long day. So I'm going to wish you and be... There's a question? Am I allowed? Go ahead, Miss Blair. It's right behind you. The microphone is right behind you.
Sergeant Julie Blair, Welfare Division. One of the main concerns of the members, and I've done it over and over, is that whenever we applied for the health cards, Sagicor takes forever. When you go to HR, Mr. Lewis, they are saying that is Sagicor is the culprit. So we are asking, please, sir, if we could get those cards ASAP.
All right. Thank you for that. So I can't speak to Sergeant Blair. I can't speak to the specifics of the situations that exist. But the health card is really the Jamaica government health card. We just manage it for them. And so one of the things that I know persists is that we have to get 3 months payment before we can process the card. Yes. So that may be the space of time that creates the delay. So when you register, it is required that Sagicor gets 3 months payment remitted to them from the ministry before we can process the card. So I don't know, but I can find out if there are any other issues that creates any delay. And I'll make my number available to anyone inside here, and so you can share with your team when you get back to your divisions. It's 876-387-8255. 8880. Right, and so you may call 876 387 8880. And my email address is Derrick, DERRICK, _ Lewis, LEWIS, @sagicor.com. That's it. So on behalf of Sagicor Life Jamaica Limited, we want to wish you a very productive conference. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together again for Sagicor Live. All right, so we have no further presentations to give you, but I want to recognize those who are here. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Dwight Powell, can you stand and just wave to conference for me? Give your Acting Commissioner a round of applause. Thank you. And we have our Senior Director for JCFHR, Madam Osborne, can you stand again and be recognized? All right, so we have never spoken in depth about an initiative started where whenever our police officers go through any form of grief, need counseling, need that one-on-one, even members of the Central Committee, the whole leadership positions that we hold there is this little expert. But our expertise, she might look petite in body, but let me tell you something, conference. This female, this woman, she is full of brilliance. She guides a team how to build together, work together regardless of differences. She is the person that has reinvented the childhood in all of us. During that session, we were given crayons to color. And a lot of persons don't know that's a form of therapy for you. And we got different colors. So we have no other than Miss Eloise Kato. And I want her to stand and turn around and you look at her, because going in the future federation, you'll see her face a bit more. Madam Kato, thank you so much for the support to the Jamaica Police Federation for many, many years. How many years now, madam? 9 years with us out there in the field. And I think this is your first conference. Thank you for coming, madam. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we're boiling down nicely. So we have our auditors from BDO. We have Mr. Donald Brown and Mr. Chesney Fairclough. We want you to stand, even though you're going to come up here shortly, but we want you both to stand and feel welcome. Put your hands together. Thank you. You may be seated. And, you know, boy, I tell you, it is the norm when I am at this lectern to do something special on the first day. And conference, we started late, and I have to do it in a little short space, a short period of time. But I'm going to pause, and I'm going to ask the inspectors to just stand up. All inspectors in the room, you're still rank and file, stand up. Some inspectors you see standing there, shift commanders, proactive inspectors, they're acting as deputy soup, they're acting as divisional divisional officers, they're acting as what? Ops officers. They are beacons within the Jamaica Constabulary Force that deserves to be acknowledged and saluted. Please put your hands together for the inspectors of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Why the ones at the head table not standing? Something wrong. Please stand up, inspectors. It goes for the inspectors. Poopa Jesus conference, I don't know, see what is happening. Conference, what? Boy, conference, I'm not saying a word, I might get in trouble. I might just get in trouble, so let me move right along. Let me move right along. President Price, for those who don't know him, please stand and be recognized. I think his team is on the outside. Miss Fife and Miss Downey and Gordon, they're here as well. I want to just thank you all for being such a wonderful bunch, such a wonderful set of persons, and your decorum, deportment. I will not touch punctuality because, you know, some gifts left some persons, but conference, you have been so professional and you showed leadership all day yesterday, and it's continuing all day today. And I know at your division, they are super proud of each and every one of you. Put your hands together for yourself. So with that being said, I just want to recognize our stenographer, Carl Bryan. I can't ask him to stand because he will not capture all the information, but I'm going to recognize him. And the Jamaica Police Federation Secretariat, I want to big them up. Sometimes we come down hard on them, giving instruction and all of that, but the Jamaica Police Federation Secretariat, if they're in here and outside, we want to put our hands together for the engine of the Police Federation. Many times as leaders, we don't recognize the engine and we operate from a shell. Well, we have to recognize the engine and they need to be serviced. So we want to give them some recognition this morning. With that being said, I think I cover everybody. Am I correct? Can you help me? Have I covered everyone? Who I leave out? Technical persons get whole heap of big up yesterday, but big up on yourself again. Technical team, wanna look nice now the white over there, waving. Mwah, love you too. Yeah, so the next thing now I want to do, I want Madam Eloise Kato to step to the front and for the Central Committee to hop on over. And we have to do it quickly in the interest of time because our specially invited guests will have to take their leave shortly. I'm going to ask Inspector Blanche Codner, our Director of Gender Affairs, who worked closely with Mrs. Kato through an initiative, what's it again, caring for the carers? Come on, Miss. Huh?
Madam Kato,
Hold on, no man, hold on. You know, colleagues, normally when you want to recognize the journey that persons have contributed to an institution, you can't have a missing link. And you know, every now and then we have to run out and visit the room to fix ourselves and relieve the journey of pain. So give us some time. I want all of us to be in this photo so Mrs. Kato can know that her teaching, because she always talk about missing link and missing pieces and you must color everything and be therapeutic and so on. You guys soon get your crayons to color, you know, right, Mrs. Kato? Mighty God, she's going to give you a book. Don't give it to your children. Sit and do a page and see if you complete it properly.
You can do it with your children and your spouse.
Definitely. Yes, a coloring date and just fix it up nice and drink some red wine. All right, so Peter Gay, where are you? All right, conference. Probably we need to put commissioner in the picture. All right, so time is going. All right, no problem. You getting her? All right, so she's on way. She's on way, conference. You want a picture beside the commissioner for your picture? Are you good? You must let us know, you know, Miss Kato, because you treat us good. 9 years is a lot. With a federation that has been through terrains, hills and valley and all of that. 9 years is a lot. We thank you. All right. So Madam Peter Gay is, where is she?
Madam Kato, it was Susan Heathfield who said, and I quote, "Recognition is not a scarce resource. You can't use it up and you can't run out of it." And it is with that in mind, we recognize that offering recognition to one person doesn't prevent us from offering to another. You have worked with us tirelessly and selflessly with the Federation for 9 years. We appreciate you, we admire you, we respect you, and you have done so without charging us. I remember you going to Mandeville to do the care seminar, and you drove yourself to Mandeville and back. So, ma'am, we don't intend to scatter roses when you're gone. We want to give it to you while you can appreciate it. So on behalf of the Police Federation, we present you this plaque as a token of our love and appreciation. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, man, I'm going to do that. All right, committee, can we come back, please? Committee members, quickly. Just come back quickly. As quickly as possible. Yes? Go ahead. I've not resumed the proceedings, so I can't recognize it as a point of order. So when I invite the motion to resume the meeting, your point of order will fall within that line. So I have not resumed the meeting. The proceedings have not been resumed any at all. Go ahead, ma'am. Pardon me? Because we started late, we did some things. So we started devotion and we asked DCP Blake just to talk until we get the quorum. So that part, that session is still continuing. Yes.
However, Madam.
Sure.
On the point of order, we had started going according to the agenda, and then we deviate from the agenda without a motion being moved to do so. That is my point of order,
I did
Madam.
not call the meeting to order, which I declared. That I will not call the meeting to order. So because the persons to achieve the quorum was not in the room even when we started the devotion. And I clearly said, first thing I did was to give away some gifts to get persons in. We still did not achieve that quorum up to that point. And I said, I can't call the meeting to order, but what I'll do is invite DCP Blake to address us. So during the time when he addressed us thereafter, I sent for Mr. Sagicor Life, Mr. Derek Lewis. And during that, I allowed I spoke about our chaplain. And then we did the presentation to Mr. Carr.
Which is an item listed on the agenda.
The presentation to Mr. Carr?
Yes, Madam.
His name is there?
Yes, Madam.
The presentation to Mr. Carr?
It is an item listed on the agenda.
Sagicor is placed on the first part of the agenda, and an apology was extended yesterday. So if it is that you want me to break and call this meeting to order, I will yield and do that. But you have to understand, up to an hour and a half, I did not achieve a quorum. So we could not sit and have other persons who were early to sit and just be staring. So what I did, I started persons to come in and just greet us.
All right, Madam. Let us start the meeting, call the meeting to order, and go to the agenda.
Right.
Yes, Madam.
So Mr. Carr is there for devotion. If you look back at the agenda for day 2. So we have not touched the agenda any at all for day 2. He's there for day 1 and day 2. All right? So we're just going to do this quickly, committee members, and close off this session. Thank you so much for that submission, Madam Thorpe. Thank you so much. Our special invited guests, they're leaving now. Put your hands together for them. Thank you for coming. We are now moving into the official meeting of this 82nd Annual Joint Central Conferences. Put your hands together as they're leaving. Thank you all. You have been such wonderful special invited guests. Inspectors, you must remain. You fall under the umbrella of the rank and file members. It is the business we are going to discuss. You're not permitted to leave. That light, whoa. The upright it can't adjust.